You are listening to 1252 Sports Entertainment. Parental discretion may be advised.
Woo! It's about that time. FatMike Chicago Sports. Yeah. Woo. Finally here. Shot City Sports is right here. Updates on news, get it here. No rumors, cause we keep it real. FatMike. Woo. Sit back, relax, sugar beer one of them nights.
Hey, this is Carmen DeFalco from ESPN Chicago, and you're listening to the FatMike Sports Show.
Hey, this is Dave Richard from CBS Sports, and you're listening to the FatMike Chicago Sports Show.
Hi, this is Jesse Rogers for the FatMike Chicago Sports Show.
Hey everyone, I'm Scott Merkin, the longtime White Sox beat writer for MLB.com and proud graduate of the University of Michigan. You're listening to me on the FatMike Chicago Sports Show.
This is Chuck Arfine, and you are listening to the FatMike Chicago Sports Show. It's the best.
Hey, what's up? This is Greg Braggs Jr. from Braggs in the Stands, and you're listening to my guys on the FatMike Chicago Sports Show. Boom!
Hey everyone, Fred Huebner from ESPN 1000. Great to be on the FatMike Chicago Sports Show. I'm Dan Zaborski, senior writer from Fangraphs, and you're listening to FatMike Chicago Sports Show.
I'm JJ Stankovich from NBCSportsChicago.com and the Undercenter podcast, and you are listening to the FatMike Chicago Sports Show.
Hey Sparkle, you know what I listen to? It's the FatMike Chicago Sports Show with my guy, Fat Mike. If you listen anywhere else, no shock. Listen to Fat Mike. The best.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another FatMike Chicago Sports Show. We are here live again in studio, 1252 Sports Chicago, live at the Whistle Sports Bar and Grill, 159 Studios in beautiful downtown Lockport. I cannot wait to get into tonight. We got a lot of good stuff going on here tonight. A lot to talk about. We got Cubs, we have White Sox, we have Bears. Come on, what else do you guys want? What else would you guys like besides those three sports? Okay, right now, the Bears. We're going to be talking a lot of Bears. Some Bear stuff came out today. Dome, maybe, possibly, could happen. Let's see what happens. Also, training camp coming up right around the corner. Really quick, before we get started tonight, I definitely want to give a shout out to all of our amazing, wonderful sponsors here at 1252. The Jonathan Darren team, Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group out in Homer Glen, Nick and Ivy Brewing Company, another great sponsor for us. We also have the Megaplex Sports out in Homer Glen. We have Coach's Corner, Fozzie Football, all these amazing sponsors. We got Stagecoach and Papa Joe's, and last but not least, our guys over here at the Whistle Sports Bar and Grill on 159th here. Unbelievable place. Go get food there. They got a big old thing going on here. You get a jug of booze. A big old jug of booze there. I just saw it promoted. Looks like a lot of fun. But, yeah, without those guys, this show is not happening. So thank you to all of our amazing sponsors. So today was baseball day, and baseball kicked off early here in Chicago today. Both games started at 1:10. Cubs playing the Brewers. Brew Crew, tough team. They split so far. Today was a rubber match between those guys. Cubs pulled out a win late. Corbin Burns still looking like Corbin Burns. This guy is absolutely lighting up the stat sheet right now. I mean, crazy lighting up the stat sheet. He is, I think he went, 7 innings today, 10 strikeouts. And he's been filthy. He's been an animal all year, really throwing his name in for the NL Cy Young Award this year. He's been fantastic. But it was a scrappy game for both teams. Adrian Sampson. I want to talk to Sampson. He's been pretty good as of late. I like this kid's attitude on this team. I really, truly do. He has that don't take me out attitude. He has that old school mentality, that old school attitude that I genuinely like. I really do. I like this kid's oomph. I like this kid's drive. When somebody came out and visited him earlier in the game, I think it was like the 5th inning. I think he only went 6. if I'm not mistaken. I think he only went 6 innings, but if he went 5. He went 5 and 2/3. But earlier in the 5th innings, the pitching coach came on out there and wanted to chat with him a second, and he was like, "What is this about?" Like, you could read his lips immediately. Like, what is this about? What now? And he was struggling there a little bit. He gave up a big homer to tie the game, and it was like, oh no, like, what's going on here? Gave up a monster shot. It was a moon shot. That ball was crushed. But he stayed low in the zone all game against a tough. I mean, listen, it's still Milwaukee, guys. They still got some hitters. That Feliz guy or whatever his name is up there, he hits the crap out of the ball. You still got Christian Yelich, even though it's not Christian Yelich of old. They're still okay. They're still okay. But it was all in all a good game, and the Cubs surprised me today with a win against Corbin Burns, against a guy against a team a guy that I think they wouldn't be able to hit. They got a big win. So congratulations and kudos to the Cubs today. Now on to the bigger picture of things here. This is where I want to talk. Now, hopefully all my Sox fans are in here. Hopefully my Sox fans are going to sit here and comment. Boy, oh boy, what a whirlwind of a game was today for our Chicago White Sox here. Started off rough. I mean, it started off real rough. Lance Lynn, 60 pitches in the first 2 innings. 60 pitches. It seemed like he couldn't find the strike zone early. He was all over the place. He really was. I mean, he was kind of everywhere today. I didn't know what was going on with him. Missing outside, missing up a lot. He was missing up a lot today. And before you knew it, it was like 1-0, 1-1, 2-0, 3-0, or 3-1, 3-3. It was a back and forth game all day. So a couple big homers. Eloy's back. Eloy had a monster homer again today. Also fell into a net while playing left field, which is super scary for all you Sox fans. The guy just comes back. He just comes back. Why aren't you DHing this guy? Just DH him. Why are you playing this guy in the field? Why? Just DH him. You know he's injury prone. Don't let him do nothing besides swing a bat. I mean, that's legit. Just don't let him do anything besides swing a baseball bat. And then you had a monster home run from Luis Robert, another big homer from Luis Robert. And then you had a homer from Andrew Vaughn. That at-bat that he had earlier today was awesome. And I don't understand why that the White Sox do not start this kid on a day-in and day-out basis. He is unreal, and he needs at-bats. He really does. He needs at-bats. You got to give this kid something, whether it be lefties or righties. I don't know what it is he can't hit anymore. I've heard both. He can't hit righties. He can't hit lefties. Well, he torched a righty today for about 410 feet all the way up into the stands. I mean, that ball was crushed. No doubt about it, home run. No doubt about it. You got to start playing this kid. Find a position that he can play, whether it be first base and DH Abreu or put him in the outfield out and hide him in right field, hide him in left field. Do something to where you can play this kid. Hide him in left field. DH Eloy. Deloy. That's his new nickname, Deloy, Matt. How about that? Sounds good. Deloy sound good? DH Eloy. And just, I mean, what are you doing? It makes no sense why that kid's not playing day in and day out. Now, I'm going to say this too. Today was wow of what I've seen. I'm of the old school adage where it's this, guys, okay? You have to be strong up the middle to be a consistent baseball team in today's Major League Baseball. You have to be strong. Look at the last 15 World Series winners. I guarantee you 90% of them are very strong up the middle. Very, very, very strong up the middle. And when I mean up the middle is catcher, shortstop, second base, center field. The White Sox are terrible defensively up the middle. Terrible. Luis Garcia, Tim Anderson couldn't feel the beach ball. He really couldn't. Today, first inning, Lance Lynn's in some trouble. He's in some trouble. Not looking good for him, right? Runners on first and third, 1 out. Easy double play ball up the middle. Easy double play ball up the middle. All Tim Anderson has to do is keep the glove in his mitt and tag the runner. What does he do? He removes the ball from the mitt, tags the runner with the mitt, and throws the first. Again, let me say that again. removed the ball from the mitt, tagged the runner with the mitt, with the ball in his hand, threw it over to first. At first, the umpires ruled it as a double play. Not a double play, guys. Ball has to be in the mitt. You have to tag the runner with the ball. This is fundamentals that you learn as a kid. These are fundamentals that you learn at 8, 9, 10 years old. What are you doing? And listen, I'm a fan. I am a fan of Tim Anderson. I really, truly am. I'm a fan of Tim Anderson. But for Tim Anderson to be successful on a baseball team, he literally has to hit 410 and bop out 40 homers for him to be anything of a game changer for you. Because he don't walk, and he is just he's just such a brain fart at shortstop. And I mean that with love. I do. It's like he just brain farts. It's terrible. I want to see Tim Anderson figure it out and actually maybe learn the game of baseball a little bit. Because right now what I see out of him it's not working. It's not working. For Tim Anderson to help the Chicago White Sox, he literally has to hit 410 with a slug and an on base with an on base of 510. I mean, that's where he needs to help you because he does not walk. Maybe he should be your DH. Move Lurie to shortstop. Who knows? Because he's that big of a liability at shortstop. It's ridiculous. It truly is. It is absolutely ridiculous. Guys, really quick, before we continue talking, I got to play a couple sponsors here, and our sponsors make this happen. We're going to be hearing from Nick and Ivy, and we're going to be hearing from the Jonathan Darren team and also the Megaplex. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Stay tuned.
Hello, this is Paul from Nick and Ivy Brewing Company. We are located at 1026 South State Street in historic downtown Lockport, Illinois. We are very excited to be partnering up with the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show as well as the 1252 brand because we are one of the few Chicagoland breweries that embrace sports and sports culture. Come in for a fresh brewed beer made right here in Lockport while catching the game of your favorite team. Stay for the live music that we have booked every weekend. Or just come for a cozy atmosphere to enjoy a good conversation with a friend, loved one, or complete stranger. Nick and Ivy makes you feel right at home no matter what the occasion is. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook by searching for Nick and Ivy Brewing Company. Visit our website for our up-to-date tap list or to go shopping on our online store at nickivybrewing.com. That's Nikivy brewing.com. Come in today for fresh brewed beer born and raised in Lockport, Illinois.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Darren, licensed real estate broker with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group in Homer Glen. Are you looking to buy or sell? Have you been disappointed in the past? The Jonathan Darren team with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group focuses on providing you with a concierge level of service during the process of buying or selling. We are a service-oriented team with a fresh and professional approach to selling real estate. Our goal is to combine knowledge, skills, and passion to exceed our clients' expectations, and most of all, we truly care. We are a knowledgeable real estate team focused on offering expertise and innovative solutions for our clients. The Jonathan Darren team has 5 full-service real estate brokers and a dedicated full-time marketer servicing all of Chicagoland. We will customize a detailed plan around your timeline for a sale, purchase, investment, estate, or other needs. Real estate transactions can be stressful, but don't need to be. Let us handle it for you. Visit our website, homesbyjdt.com, or call 708-308-1938 today. Expect better in real estate. Choose the Jonathan Darren team.
Megaplex Sports Complex is a 78,000 square foot center filled with hardwood and turf. They have baseball rentals with batting cages, softball, soccer, lacrosse, gymnastics, cheerleading, cornhole, basketball, volleyball, and pickleball. It also features a bar and grill with the best pizza and beef sandwiches around. They cater to events such as birthdays, graduations, corporate parties, as well as memorabilia shows. Check them out at Megaplex Sports Complex, 15301 South Bell Road in Homer Glen, 708-966-4210.
All right, guys, and we are back. But hold on one second. I'm going to have a coughing fit. I apologize. It's these damn allergies, guys. I'm telling you. So, sorry about that, but good, big news on top of the Megaplex stuff. This coming up weekend, Friday and Saturday, they got a big old bags tournament going on, which I'm going to be there. I'm going to be hanging out, playing bags, having some fun, having a few beers, hanging out with everybody. It's going to be a good time. We're going to do a live show there. It's going to be a ton of fun. Make sure you guys come on down to Coach's Corner out in Homer Glen. I'm sorry, Coach's Corner, the Megaplex out in Homer Glen. It's going to be a great time. They have really good food. My guy Bronco there, I'm telling you, he makes this. It's a Serbian platter, and it is absolutely unbelievably delicious. A bunch of spicy meats. I can't wait. I can't wait to clog all my arteries with all this spicy meat that he has there. I'm gonna be there hanging out on Saturday. It's gonna be a blast. So make sure you guys come and see me. We're hanging out down there at the Megaplex. Again, that's over on Bell and 159th out in Homer Glen. But okay, so let's get back to this White Sox team here a second. And this bothered me a little bit today, okay? Like I said, Tim Anderson's bonehead play on a double play, which played at a run. Man, oh man. This Sox team right now is in a shaky start. They're in a shaky situation. But I will say this. They were 6.5 games back going into today. If they lost that game, they're 7.5 out going into Detroit. Now, granted, they've beaten up on Detroit a little bit this year. They really have. But 5.5 is a lot better than 7.5, guys. 5.5 is a lot better than 7.5. And this game today could have possibly kept this team out of the hunt for the playoffs if they had lost it. The Sox really need to buckle down here. They need to get some guys back healthy. This pitching staff and this bullpen need to get back on track. Because if they don't, they're going to be in a really bad situation. This month of July is no joke for this team. Detroit, Cleveland, Minnesota, Cleveland. And then they got, at the end of the month, they got Colorado or something like that. But these teams are no slouches, guys. There's a reason why the Sox have been playing 500 baseball, under 500 baseball for I don't know how long. They have to get it back on track. They have to get healthy. Lance Lynn today did not look like the Lance Lynn that you need or the Lance Lynn you want, for that matter, trying to push for a playoff spot. He was all over the place. He was nowhere near. He really wasn't. He was nowhere near. I'm surprised he made it through 6. I truly am. I really am. Because after I watched those first 2 innings, when he gave up 60 pitches in 2 innings, guys, 60. It was like, oh boy, this is going to be a quick one for him. And he settled down. Started getting a couple outs here and there. But let me tell you something. Luis Robert, Eloy Jimenez, and Andrew Vaughn really bailed his ass out today of a loss. Really bailed him out today. Really bailed him out. And Lurie Garcia, again, everybody loves Lurie Garcia. Everybody hates him, but everybody loves him. Saves the day in the extra innings with the guy on second. Rips it, gets it in. Sox win. But the Sox battled back, man. They battled back in extras today. They got the W, and that's what matters. So good win for the Sox. Good win for the Cubs, surprisingly. I don't know about all that, but good win for the Cubs. So we got some Bears stuff to talk about. Let's move on to the Bears stuff. Woo! It's getting around that time. This is the last month, guys. This is the last month. July is the last month that we don't have football until March of 2023. This is the last month without football until March of 2023. And that should make you feel exciting. Gives me a little half a chub. I tell you that much. I'm excited about it. I'm excited for football to come back. I really am. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. In fact, I'm getting a phone call right now from my guy Stoddy. I sent him that message the other day. He sent me an eggplant emoji. I sent him that the other day. It's an eggplant emoji is what I get back. But guys, really quick, I want to tell you some big news before we get into the whole dome situation. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, all my Chicago guys here, tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, get your asses on ChicagoBears.com and try and get your training camp tickets. They're free this year. It's not like it was a lottery. It's first come, first serve this year for Bears training camp. Get yourself on it and grab your tickets because it is a lot of fun down there. We got a lot of stuff for the kids to do down there. You can get right on the field access with these guys, hanging out with them, talking. You know, like a lot of the players interact with fans after the whole thing's all said and done. Watch Justin Fields hit Darnell Mooney deep. Watch Cole Kmet use his brick hands and drop every pass. That's what you need to do. That's what you want to do. It's a lot of fun. Watch Leonard Floyd. That's not who I'm thinking of. Who am I thinking of? Watch our guy. Watch his defense absolutely just kick ass this year. Watch Eddie Jackson miss a tackling dummy. That's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of it is a fun time though down there, especially for the adults too. They got a bunch of great food. They got hot dogs, Polish sausage, sandwiches, the whole nine. They got beers. They got a beer tent. A lot of cool things for the kids to do. Like they got the 360 football thing where you sit there with the football and it takes like the 360 picture of you, like they see on like that you see on like Monday Night Football. It zooms around you and it comes up. You can like pump fake a pass and stuff. It's actually really, really, really cool. Those go online tomorrow at 10 a.m., guys. So get yourselves there a little early and get yourselves an online line, I guess. Was that what I want to say? An online line? So there's talks in the city of Chicago that the Bears are going to get a dome. Dun, dun, dun. At Soldier Field. Dun, 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 dun. And there's been a couple things that I've seen online here where it's like renditions or like illustrated versions of what Soldier Field would look like with a dome. Just get out of Soldier Field, man. Soldier Field stinks. I love it. It's one of my – listen, I grew up there. I grew up in Soldier Field. I went to so many Bears games. It's ridiculous. But get out of there. Start fresh. Go to Arlington Heights. Like I said, I'm still going to say this. The best time I ever had was at that lot out in Cleveland. The tailgate lot out there. I forget the Louis lot or something like that. I forget what the lot's name was called. But it was a lot of fun. We're sitting out there, and if you didn't have a ticket, no problem. You could sit there all day, drink your beer, cook your food, watch your TV. There's guys pulling up in RVs, putting out 75-inch televisions to sit back in the cold to hang out and watch the game with their friends, cook out, and have a fun time. That's what Arlington Heights would bring for the Bears. You don't even need a ticket. Just go hang out with your buddies. Have a typical Sunday, hang out in the car, grill up some food, smoke some food. Get out there early, start drinking beer. Bring a pony keg on out there. Bring a 6-still on out there. Drink a ton of beer, hang out with your buddies. Play your bar tab games. Play your tabletop games. Play Fozzie football right here. These guys, play Fozzie football with your buddies. By the way, the shirt is from Fozzie Football. Fozzie Football, great sponsor of the FatMike Chicago Sports Show and here at 1252. These guys are awesome. But that's what they need to do. They need to get out of Chicago. Not only does it suck to park there, it sucks to get to. Everybody and their brother goes to these Chicago Bears games every 8 times a year. It stinks. It's impossible to get the hell in and out of that parking lot there, and it takes forever to leave. Go to Arlington Heights. Why are we still dealing with this at this point? Lori Lightfoot will be relevant past October. Lori Lightfoot, I could say so many negative things about you, but I'm just going to say you stink. That's all I'm going to say. That's my big thing now. I just like to call things stink. That's it. She stinks. You stink, Lori Lightfoot. That's what she said about the Bears. Be relevant past October. And that's why the Bears are like, okay, cool. We'll buy Arlington. We're going to buy Arlington. That'll be fun. Have fun, Lori Lightfoot. You fill this stadium now. The Bears don't own it. Think about all the things you can do if the Bears open up in Arlington Heights. And I know that we've had this conversation before. You can have concerts. better concerts, better sounding concerts, such as what you have at Soldier Field. What about the NCAA tournament? How awesome would that be? That'd be a lot of fun. I'd love to do that. That'd be fantastic. Or what about, just different stuff that you can do there, Comic-Cons and everything else. I mean, it'd be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot of fun to have the Bears and Arlington Knights. And there's, 9 different ways to get there. Unlike one specific way to get to Soldier Field, which is 55 to Lakeshore Drive, there's no other way to get there. It's miserable. That traffic sucks. You go there, it has to be an all-day thing. Just leave Soldier Field. Bears, please, McCaskies, George, Virginia, if you're still alive, move the damn team. Just move the team. It's the best thing for everybody. And not only that, but what do you do? I mean, okay, so tickets go up even though you stink? Okay, whatever. Let the tickets go up. It'd be better being out there. It would be. For the actual enjoyment of being able to leave and get out of there and home in a timely fashion. It'd be better. So we got some other news, but before we hit that other news, we got a couple more words from our sponsors here, guys. We got our guys here, Fozzie Football and Coach's Corner. These guys are awesome. Fozzie Football, it's the best tailgating game around. And I tell you that much, it's the best bar game around. It's the best game around. All right, and Coach's Corner, amazing place over there on 143rd and 82nd Avenue. Get yourselves on out there. See my girl, Kathy. She's fantastic. But we will be back in 2 minutes and 7 seconds.
Fozzie Football, are you ready, brother? Real football action on a glossy game surface played shuffle style. Slide a shuffle puck at pass or run targets, and a free mobile app keeps track of every game detail. Easy to learn, but this game of skill is difficult to master. Take care of the ball or turnovers will kill your drive. The game is guaranteed to get your competitive fire burning, and it's perfectly sized to take anywhere. The park, a barbecue, your next tailgate, or fun at home on game night. Fozzie Football is simply the best, most realistic and competitive game of football available anywhere. Add defense when your skill improves and take the game to the next level. The perfect mix of fast action and real football drama, where a last-second Hail Mary can break hearts or make champions.
Hi, this is Kathy O'Connell at Coach's Corner, located at 8118 West 143rd Street in Orland Park. Our phone number is 708-364-1026. We are Orland Park's #1 sports bar. Come in for our wonderful beer menu and seltzers with a fully stocked bar. Watch a game, drink a beer, and try something off our amazing menu. We have everything to choose from: nachos, potato skins, and our house-made bar chips to start off with. Then try our tacos, burgers, and one of our delicious sandwiches. And don't leave without trying our famous jumbo wings. They do not disappoint. Coach's Corner. It will sure to become your local bar. Again, we are located at 8118 West 143rd Street in Orland Park. Come see us today.
All right, guys, we are back. Thank you again to Fozzie Football and Coach's Corner. Guys, listen, I play Fozzie Football all the time. I can't wait to play Fozzie Football at Coach's Corner. That's how cool of a game it is. I have a board here. Eventually, I'm going to hang it up right here. It's going to be right here across everything. Fozzie Football board. It's going to be great. Make sure you guys go online to FozzieFootball.com. Go to Coach's Corner. Have their they got, unbelievable wings, guys. Great wings. And they're huge. They're absolutely, it's like a full-on chicken drumstick. It's huge. They're fantastic over there. But yeah, so this is something I definitely wanted to bring up before we start hitting on a little bit of the today in sports history, Matt. And before we go over into our game that we were talking about last week, I'll pick out random names. We were doing that last week. I'm glad you did that, actually. I'm glad you remembered because I did not remember that. So last week we were doing Today in Sports History, there was a name. I was like, that can't be a real name. I told Matt, I was like, pick up a couple of random names and we'll see if I can guess what sport they're upon. I think this has to be a weekly segment now, Matt. I'm like, what's the name? We gotta do something like this. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Like, what's the name? I think it'll be cool. This time I'll remember it. So, I mean, here we go. But before we hit on Today in Sports History and what's the name, our newest segment here with Matt and I, Baker Mayfield traded to the Carolina Panthers today. What does that mean? Well, what it essentially means is that you traded away how many first-round picks, guaranteed $230 million, traded away your former first-round pick to start Jacoby Brissett for the Cleveland Browns. Is that what it is on paper? Because to me, that's kind of what it looks like. That or do the Browns know something that everybody else doesn't know, and Deshaun Watson's not going to get penalized? Could that seriously be the case? I highly doubt that's the case. I mean, I really highly doubt that's the case. But do they know something that we don't know? I mean, come on. Jacoby Brissett is serviceable. He's not the worst option. He's not Mitchell Trubisky. All right? He's not the worst option you could throw on out there. And he is a serviceable quarterback. I mean, listen, I don't mind him. I like Jacoby Brissett. Kind of been around a little bit with the Colts, with New England, and now he's over here with the Cleveland Browns. You could do much worse. You could do much worse. But Baker Mayfield is in another situation here in Carolina where he has he's in a pretty rough situation. But I mean, Carolina barely gave up anything for him. Matt, what did they give up for him? A fifth round? Conditional fifth round pick. I mean, that's a steal for Baker Mayfield. I still think Baker Mayfield has something left in the tank a little bit. I don't think Baker Mayfield's done. And actually, I don't mind Baker Mayfield. I know everybody says compare the numbers. He's exactly like Mitch Trubisky. Blah, 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 blah. I would take Baker Mayfield 10 out of 10 times over Mitch Trubisky. You know, Mitch Trubisky never threw a pick six. Don't care. Don't care. The happiest day of my Bear fandom was when Mitch Trubisky left the Chicago Bears. That was the happiest day of my entire Bears fandom. Here's where we're going to start getting into it, guys. I'm telling you, we're going to start getting into it. Bears fans, I'm not a happy Bear fan. I'm a realist Bear fan. I'm not the guy that's going to sit there and, pour sugar in your coffee. I'm the guy that's going to sit there and take a dump right in your cereal bowl. That's the type of guy I am with talking about the Chicago Bears. But Baker to the Panthers. It's very interesting. Matt, pull up a list really quick. What are the Panthers wide receivers? What do they got on out there? I don't even know what they have on out there. I know they still have Christian McCaffrey, who's been battling injury over the last couple of years. Last year, he was out pretty much the entire season. That really hurt him last year.
Brandon, wide receivers, you said?
Yeah, what are their wide receivers?
Brandon Zylstra, Derek Wright, Shai Smith, C.J. Saunders, Andre Roberts, Charleston Rambo,
oh boy,
Andrew Parchment, DJ Moore.
DJ Moore's not bad. DJ Moore's a stud. He's okay.
Terrace Marshall Jr.
Okay.
Keith Kirkwood, Rashard Higgins, Rashawn Henry, and Robbie Anderson. Currently.
Okay, so it's Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore. Robbie Anderson had a couple good years on a shit New York Jets team. Okay, so that's not bad. Robbie Anderson, he really did, Matt. He had a couple nice years up there with the New York Jets. And DJ Moore has been one of those guys that's been off the edge. Did they lose Curtis Samuel? Where's Curtis Samuel at now? I know he must have left because Curtis Samuel I know he was there for a minute too. Where's Curtis Samuel at now?
The Commanders.
Oh, okay. Curtis Samuel is now a part of the Washington football team. I'm gonna listen. I finally got used to a name, guys. I finally got used to a name change. I'm fucking sticking with the name change I got used to. I'm not calling these dickheads the Commanders. Sorry, it's not happening. They're the Washington football team, and they should have stayed the Washington football team. That's the way Fat Mike views it, and that's the way Fat Mike thinks. And Fat Mike doesn't give up on stuff that he believes in. So there we go. But it's going to be a tough fit. I know they're still building out there. Their defense is pretty terrible. But and I know it's not the greatest division down there, being in the NFC South, hanging out with the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons stink, but you still got to deal with the Saints. You still got to deal with the Bucs. The Bucs are obviously going to run away with that division. But it's man, I don't know. Matt, what do you? I mean, if you were Baker Mayfield, obviously you went, and this is the best part about it all. Week 1, September 11th. Guess who the Carolina Panthers play? Take a random guess, Matt. It's the Cleveland Browns. You traded the guy, a first-round pick that you drafted 5 years ago, to a team that you're going to play in week 1 of this NFL season. What are you doing? I hope he goes out there and lights you guys up. I hope he lights you up. I hope he goes out there and fucking slams 4 touchdowns down your throats in a monster win. Because you don't have Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson, I'm not going to get involved. I have my own opinions about Deshaun Watson. I'm not going to get involved. Harry Berg has asked me, what in the world do you have in that Old Style can? Old Style is what I have in that can. Because Old Style is good beer. It's beer for men. Real men. Not a sponsor. Beer for men. Real men. There you go. Beer for men. That's their new slogan. I just made it up now. Right now, Matt. Beer for men. I think so. Not a sponsor yet. But hey, I hope he goes out there and lights him up, dude. Because I still like Baker. I like that kid's attitude. I really do. I love his attitude. That attitude that he has where it's like, boom. It's kind of like this Adrian Sampson kid for the Cubs. Adrian Sampson today, not wanting to go, as soon as that pitching coach stepped out of the dugout, he was like, come on, what the hell? Really? What? What do you, word for word, verbatim, lip reading, what do you want? The kid that's called up from AAA, telling the Major League Baseball pitching coach, the head pitching coach for the Chicago Cubs, what do you want? That's what I want to see out of guys. I want to see some oomph. I want to see some grit. I want to see some toughness. What happened to toughness in sports? Seriously, what happened to toughness in sports? Why can't guys on the White Sox stay healthy? Why does every single one of them have a leg injury? You didn't see this many leg injuries in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Even the teen thousands, you didn't see this many injuries. It's ridiculous. Everybody is so soft nowadays. So soft. I honestly think every professional athlete should spend at least 4 years in hockey. Toughen themselves up. Or you're automatically just thrown into an MMA ring with the MMA champion. Hey, Eloy Jimenez, leg cramping up, pal? Go fight Chuck Liddell. Pussy. I don't get it anymore. I really don't get it. I know we're getting super off topic here. I don't even know what the hell I was talking. What was I even talking about? I was talking Baker Mayfield. Yeah, Baker Mayfield's tough. He's a tough guy. I watched that guy get the shit kicked out of him for 3.5 years before they decided, 2.5 years before they decided to develop an offensive line. Then they go out and get some beefy, corn-fed fucking fat boys. Right? They did. They got some beefy, corn-fed fat boys. And he doesn't know what to do because he has Odell Beckham being a diva, demanding the ball all the time. And I know Odell Beckham's dead. You look at him. He's wide open, misses him. Look at him, wide open, misses him. It's Cindy Bannon. You are 100% correct. You are 100% correct. Let me find my mouse arrow. There it is. Soft because everybody gets participation trophies. Yes, exactly. What happened? I think just if you're a new dad or a new mom, starting at birth, just randomly give your kid an Indian burn once a week. Toughen them up. Randomly at birth, give them a noogie, soft spot or not. Who cares? Toughen these kids up a little bit, would you? Yeah, Harry Berg says, don't forget today's society. Last place is still a place. Yeah, it's fucking last place. If you're not first, you're last. Quoted by Ricky Bobby. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. I honestly I don't know what to do anymore with this stuff going on. Frank Marshall, what's up, you sexy son of a bitch? Frank Marshall. Frank is awesome. What's up, you sexy son of a bitch? Please start a GoFundMe for White Sox owner to fire Grandpa La Russa. Hold your damn players accountable. Frank, it's not TLR's fault. It's not TLR's fault. Ricky Bobby, bitches. You ain't first or last. You're goddamn right, Frank Marshall. You're goddamn right. It's not TLR's fault, Frank. We just got done talking about that. It's not his fault. Sock stink. It's not his fault. I don't know, man. This Baker thing, I don't know what it means for Deshaun Watson. I don't know what's going on. Harry Berg and I, guys, he's going to be on again on Friday night. And listen, he had a killer week last week. 3-0 again last week, Matt. 3-0 last week. And guess this, on unders again. On unders again. Guys, if you guys want to win money, you have to listen to Harry the Greek on Friday nights. He is giving out winners like crazy. Every single week, this guy gives out winners, and every single week he hits. His record is something ridiculous at this point. I don't even know where the hell he's at. He's like 84-36 on baseball, and more than half of those have been unders. Like he's been on fire. He's ridiculous with baseball too. I beat him every once in a while because I bet Cincinnati a lot. That's right, Harry. Cincinnati. Frank Marshall asks, he's asking me here, how many errors or mishaps will it take for players to get benched? It's just as much as La Russa's fault as the players' is. False. This is where I want to disagree with you, Frank. I love you, buddy. I appreciate you chiming in with me. I really do. You're the best. But Frank, Tim Anderson couldn't feel the beach ball right now. I said that earlier today. He couldn't feel the beach ball. That error by him today, that's not Tony La Russa's fault. Tagging a runner from first to second with an open glove with the ball in his hand, that is not Tony La Russa's fault. That's Tim Anderson's fault on not knowing the game of baseball. That's Tim Anderson's fault on being a moron when it comes to fielding. All right. Yes, some throws go erratic. Yes, some things happen. You slip a foot, whatever, your footing gets off, or you're rushing a throw or whatever. That's understandable. But Tim Anderson today tagging a runner from first to second with an empty glove, that's on Tim Anderson. And like I explained earlier, guys, Tim Anderson has to go 4'10" with an on base of 5'10" to be a player to help any ball club in Major League Baseball. That's where he's at. Tim Anderson is a liability at shortstop. A liability. I love him offensively. He's great in fantasy. I love him on my fantasy team. But he is a liability on defense. It's ridiculous. Guys, in a couple minutes here, I'm playing the sounder. We're getting ready. We got a lot of stuff to get into. When we come back here, we are going to be diving in today in sports history. And after today in sports history, we're going to play our new favorite game. Guess the name. What sport? We had fun last week with it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Last week it was I don't even remember the guy's name, but I couldn't believe that it was an actual human being. It was like, that name's not real. That can't be real. That can't be real. But guys, in a few minutes, we're going to be right back. We're going to play Today in Sports History in 1 minute and 13 seconds. We will be right back. Sports history, there are records that are made to stand the test of time, and there are records that are meant to be broken. From hits, home runs, wins, and steals, to goals and assists and gold medals, passing yards, touchdowns, to receptions, dunks, points, rebounds, all with the same ultimate goal. That ultimate goal is being a winner and being a champion. This is Today in Sports History. All right, guys, and we are back. And we got some cool ones today on today's date in sports history, which is July 7th, 2022. But all throughout the years of history, we got some really cool stuff going on here in Today in Sports History. A lot of tennis stuff. And I'm not bad-mouthing tennis. I just don't understand how it works. I don't understand tennis. I've never gotten involved in tennis. I don't know what it is. I don't know how the scoring goes. So I'm just not going to list off any. I'll list off a couple of the tennis ones because I feel obligated to, because it is a sport. It's one of the toughest sports. I just don't know how it scores. What is 4 love? What is that? That's a thing. 6 love?
40 love.
40 love?
Yeah.
I think we're all wrong. I think all of those are wrong. But anyways, we got some cool stuff here going on. In 1920, on today's date, July 7th, the New York Yankees score an MLB record 14 runs in the 5th inning of a 17-0 rout of the Washington Senators. That's pretty cool. In 1928, Wimbledon men's tennis in an all-French final, René Lacoste beats defending champion Henri Cochet 6-1, 4-6, 6-4, 6-2. So obviously the guy with the most points wins. So you got to get to 6. I guess that's how tennis works. You get 10. I guess that's how tennis works. You got to get to 6 points. In 1929, the St. Louis Cardinals set an MLB run record with 28 runs on 28 hits, beating the Phillies 28-6. That one's pretty cool. In 1932, Cubs' future all-star shortstop, Billy Gurgis, is shot twice in a hotel room in Chicago by a spurned girlfriend, Violet Popovich Valley. No charges laid on her. I would have charged her forever. Tell you what, shooting me in my own hotel room. I would have thrown you out of the window. In 1933, the first MLB All-Star game, the American League beats the National League 4-2 at Comiskey Park in Chicago. Babe Ruth hits his first All-Star home run. There's something that you guys can win at a bar bet. Where was Babe Ruth's first All-Star home run? Comiskey Park. There you go, guys. I just want all you guys a free beer. There you go. We got more tennis stuff. In 1938, 6th MLB All-Star game, the National League wins 4-1 at Crosley Field in Cincinnati on 4 American League errors. Oof. In 1941, the New York Yankees team unveils a monument to former captain, big old number 4, Lou Gehrig, in center field at Yankee Stadium. The future Hall of Famer died the previous month. Lou Gehrig, man, the Iron Horse, the guy was unbelievable. In 1942, the 10th MLB All-Star game, AL wins 3-1 at Polo Grounds, New York City. AL runs were all home runs. It's pretty crazy. A lot of All-Star game stuff this week, guys. A lot of All-Star game stuff. Let's see. We got a lot of tennis stuff, too. In 1956, the MLB commissioner Ford Frick inaugurates the Cy Young Award to honor baseball's outstanding pitcher of the season. So in 1956, on today's date, they decided to come up with the Cy Young Award. That's pretty cool. We have Wimbledon men's tennis. In 1962, Wimbledon men's tennis, Rod Laver beats fellow Australian Martin Mulligan 6-2, 6-2, 6-1. 3 in a row. So I guess Martin Mulligan, he stinks. And that was the third leg of his first Grand Slam. In 1962, the New York Yankees M&M boys, Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle, hit two home runs each in a 7-5 win versus the Twins. Mantle, his 4th consecutive homer in 4 at-bats. Jesus. Well, I guess that kind of happens sometimes. You know, that kind of happens sometimes. Lots of tennis. In 1980, MLB Philadelphia Phillies starter Steve Carlton fanned 7 Cardinals to reach 2,836 strikeouts, the most by a left-handed pitcher in MLB history. That's pretty cool. Until Randy Johnson, right? Randy Johnson has way more now. Oh, let's see. In 1983, the 50th MLB All-Star Game at Comiskey Park, Chicago, Angels outfielder Fred Lynn hits his first All-Star Grand Slam. AL wins 13-3. Good Lord. That's an ass whipping. That is an ass whipping. In 1989, ex-Phillies third baseman Mike Schmidt becomes the first retired MLB player to be named to the All-Star Game. He elects not to play. They elected a guy that retired to play in an All-Star Game. That's how good Mike Schmidt was. He could hold that on his resume. In 1997, the Montreal Expos retire Baseball Hall of Fame outfielder Andre Dawson, the Hawks uniform number 10. Andre Dawson was a stud, guys. In 2002, Wimbledon women's tennis. Serena Williams beats her older sister Venus Williams 7-6, 6-3 for her first Wimbledon singles title. Congratulations. All right. In 2015, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is stripped of his WBO welterweight boxing title after failing to pay a $200,000 sanctioning fee and vacate his 2 junior middleweight titles. Floyd Mayweather Jr. probably couldn't read that sentence 10 out of 10 times. I'll send him the link, but he ain't going to be able to read it. Get it because he's a fucking dummy. Because he's stupid. In 2019, LA Clippers acquire 2 NBA megastars in one day. Finals MVP Kawhi Leonard from Toronto in free agency and Paul George from OKC for an unprecedented trade of bounty of players and picks. In 2020, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes agrees to the largest contract for an athlete in sports history, making a 12-year deal that could end up being worth $503 million. $500 million, guys. And I know this guy owns part of the Kansas City Royals. He's insane. And that's today on Today in Sports History. So, Matt, let's play our game. What do we got here, man? Come on, slide on in. Get yourself on in here. I know we got some names that we got to go over. Get yourself on in.
Oh, yes, we do.
We got some names here. Give me 1 second. Let me set up the mic here. Let's get it going here. Let's get it going. We got a good mic here. What do we got going here?
All right. So I did print out a little worksheet for you so you can review and study where you went wrong if you go wrong.
Okay.
So if you want to look at them all, I can hand it to you and read them off.
This is going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
This is going to be good. It starts off a little slow, but it gets going.
Okay.
I think. So,
all right. Still a couple of gimmies in there?
I only knew of one of these people.
Okay.
I think you could probably get at least 3.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Now, what are the sports that we're dealing with? Is it all major sports?
Oh,
or is it cricket?
I went with athletes.
Oh, athletes. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Jesus. Okay.
So it turns out not everybody has dumb names in mind for their kids, so I had to expand it a little. Well, you'd be surprised, but these are all technically professional athletes.
Okay. All right.
One way or another.
Okay.
So the first one up is Kurt Kuykendall.
Kurt Kuykendall.
I can spell it for you as well. Or you can cheat and I can show you.
Kurt Kuykendall.
I
wish I could phone a friend.
I will, yeah, but They can look it up. Maybe don't spell it out.
Yeah,
so
don't
they can't
spell it
help
out.
you
Yeah.
out. I want to see you sweat
Kurt
a little
Kuykendall.
bit. Kurt Kuykendall.
I'm going to say he's some type of soccer player.
You are correct. He's indeed a soccer player.
Boom.
I'll give you a bonus if you can tell me, like,
what team?
Yeah, team or country he's from.
I'm going to Kuykendall. I'm going to say England and Manchester United.
You are incorrect. It was the U.S. Olympic team. In the early 70s.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little bit of a fun fact. For most of them, not all.
All right.
But wow, all right. So far, 1-0. All
right. I'll take it. Hey,
all right.
One more than I thought I would have got.
Next up, Lynn Jim Scoggins.
Baseball.
You are correct.
Yes.
It is baseball.
Yes.
Do you know who he played for?
He's early. The Boston Red
early.
Stockings, maybe.
No. I actually got this by looking up White Stockings, but did play for the White Sox one game for the White Sox in 1913.
Woo! 2-0, baby. All right.
He gave up one run and one walk and never played in the majors again.
Yeah. So. Moonlight Graham.
All right, here we go.
All right.
This one might trip you up a little bit. This is Tim Wolgemuth. Tim Wolgemuth. Put it on there because it's hard to. It's a whole mouthful that just
Tim
Wolgemuth.
Golf.
It's not golf. It is hockey.
Okay.
Do you want to guess where in the world he plays?
Wolgemuth. I'm going to say like Saskatchewan, Canada.
It is not. It is actually Germany, Adler Mannheim.
Okay.
The fun fact with that one is I've actually seen them play.
Okay.
So, yeah,
nice.
That's pretty cool. I don't think he was on the team yet, but.
Okay.
All right, so there's
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3.
Your first pick. Not too bad.
2 out of 3.
All right, this one I think you'll enjoy. It's, of course, Mr. Chubby Cox.
Baseball.
He is indeed baseball.
Yes.
Except, no, it's the other one, basketball. I lied to you.
Gotcha. I was like, damn.
No, it was basketball. Do you want to? This one was kind of hard, but I'll just give you the fun fact. He was actually drafted by the Bulls.
Chubby Cox.
He was. Never played for the Bulls, but
what
drafted by the Bulls.
Yeah. What a name. Chubby Cox.
Yep.
I like it.
Also, he's actually Kobe Bryant's uncle-in-law.
Really?
Yeah, technically in-law from what I saw, but he is his uncle.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Chubby Cox. Who knew?
All right, 2 for 2. You feeling a little?
I'm 2 for 4. I'm 2 for 4.
2 for 4. Yeah.
I'm batting 500 right now. I'm okay.
Well, let's see. After Nimrod Tishman.
This is baseball.
It is also basketball.
Is it really?
It is. Yeah. You want to guess where or whom he plays for?
The New York Knicks.
No, it's actually
Denver Nuggets.
The Aroni Ness-Zion. Which is a team in the Israeli National League.
We were close.
You were kind of there.
Denver, New York.
We
were close.
Iron, whatever that translates to, if I've ever seen it.
Nimrod.
Right, here we
go.
Name. Chastity Morales.
Morales?
Yeah, but it's spelled like morals, and it's.
I'm gonna say women's soccer.
It's not women's soccer. It's women's football, actually.
Okay.
Football?
No.
Football? American, the true football,
okay.
if you will. So, also funny, because it's almost like Chastity and Morals. She played in the Lingerie League.
There you go. Okay, I like
that's
it.
why. And it's weird, because when I tried to look up her stats, her
Nothing
stat
comes
page
up.
was just her bikini photo spread for some reason. And I couldn't tell you how many catches or yards she had. I don't know. It's
how many sacks she had.
Yeah, almost like football wasn't the main priority for that league. Huh?
How many tight ends that she went through?
I guess that's only her business.
Yeah, right.
All right. No way I can pronounce this correctly, which is why it's on here, but Eleftherios Petronias.
Hockey.
No, this is gymnastics.
Dude, that's okay. All right, I get it. Okay, that's.
I kind of figured you'd start off.
I started off on. I'm like 2 of 8 now.
Give me his country, and I'll give you the point.
What's the name?
His name is Eleftherios Petronias.
Russia.
No, it is Greece.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah.
Europe.
Gold.
Close.
And bronze medalist from what I saw.
Wow. Okay, there you go. Good for him.
But here we go. All right, I will give you a hint. It is not one of the major 4 sports this man plays, but you could probably guess that by this name. Joos van Westhuizen.
Golf.
It is not golf. I'll give you one more try.
Van West luge.
It is not luge. Although that would have been good. I should have snuck one of those in there. No, this is rugby. He played for the South African national team.
Okay.
Yes.
So I was 2 of 8.
2 of 8 so far, but hold on. Maybe you'll get this one.
Okay.
Napoleon Einstein. He's not an American, and he does not play.
I have no idea. That's a great name.
It's not a major force sport.
That's a great name.
It is.
Napoleon Einstein.
Napoleon Einstein. The sport has not yet been mentioned. That's your last hint for this one.
I'm going to say like Frisbee Football League.
I'll give you one more shot because I never considered that an actual
athlete. I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
It's similar to baseball.
Cricket.
There you go. Okay. Yes, he plays cricket in India, if you can believe it or not.
Napoleon Einstein. What a name.
Napoleon Einstein. All right, and then this one is final, so you can aim for 3 here. This is the only one I actually knew. Misty Hyman.
Soccer.
It is not soccer. Do you want one more?
Women's hockey.
It's not women's hockey. It's swimming, Olympic swimming. She
Don't know.
won the gold in 2000.
Don't know.
All right. Well, Mike, you just don't like.
How many total were there? How many total?
Was 10 of them.
Okay, so I was 2
you
of
got
8.
The first 2. I thought you were going
2 of 8. That's not bad though. That's not bad. I'm betting 280.
280. Yeah. I mean,
I'm hitting better than half the Cubs.
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
There you go.
And I bet. Actually, correct me if I'm wrong. You'd probably be able to tag somebody out at second base.
I definitely would. Yeah, because I know the fucking rules, Tim Anderson.
Might have Tim Anderson on the ropes there. With
I know the rules. So yeah, that was awesome, man. We're gonna do this again next week.
I'll try more less European league, but those names are something else.
That was a lot of fun, man. That was cool.
That's good.
So the names are Kurt Kukendall.
Their spelling is weird, right? Yeah.
Jim Scoggins. Jim.
Yeah. It's also how you just say it. Just doesn't.
Jim Scoggins.
Yeah.
It's like something that you'd meet out of somebody out of like fucking Tallahassee, Florida.
Yeah, something like that.
Tim Wolgemuth.
Mm-hmm.
Chubby Cox. I love that name. I'm getting that jersey. Nimrod Tishman. Chastity Morales. Aletharos. That sounds like a Marvel character.
Yeah, right? So that's why I went with that, because it sounds like
Aretho Thanos.
Yeah, he could snap you.
Aretho Thanos. All right, guys. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. We really do appreciate it. You guys are the best. Thank you to all of our amazing sponsors. Thank you for everybody chiming in. Frank, Harry, everybody chiming in. Roger Shue, you guys are the best. Thank you guys so much. You guys are fantastic. Thank you to all of our amazing sponsors, Nick and Ivy, Jonathan Darren, the Megaplex, Fozzie Football, Coach's Corner, the Whistle, Sports Bar and Grill, 159. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. Papa Joe's, Stagecoach, you guys are fantastic. Thank you guys so much for everything, because without any of you guys, this does not happen. So I know, guys, we are out of here. Stay tuned on Friday night for Harry the Greek. He's going to be coming back, giving more winners for you guys.
It's just easy money right there.
It's easy money. Easy money. 3-0 last week on 3 unders. So make sure you guys are watching. Make sure you guys are doing what you guys need to do. Keep tuned on 1252. We got a lot of stuff going on, and we will talk to you guys soon. I will see you guys next Wednesday, and we will talk then. Take care, guys. Adios.
Thank you for listening to 1252 Sports Chicago.